They need to make wise decisions, especially during these festive seasons. They need to remember that there is much more that need to be done in January. So even as they spend, they need to spend wisely. We see that many families are breaking down because of bad financial decisions. I encourage women to be conscious of their decisions in as much as matters of finance are concerned. I encourage women also to be people of strong personalities, that they will not be swayed away when they are making financial decisions. What I would want to advise the journalist is that there is still hope. We need not to lose hope, but then again we also need to be very conscious when we are doing our when we are managing our finances rather. I would want to encourage us to cultivate a culture of saving. It is very important to save up. Don't spend everything when you receive your income.
We would like to appeal to first all the public service drivers to drive carefully. It is important because they are carrying the lives of different people. The families depend on the ones who are coming for Christmas. But we'd also like to appeal to Kenyans that during this Christmas season, when they are traveling, they must also exercise caution. Let them not get into overloaded vehicles. Let them exercise caution so that in terms of how they are traveling, whether it's on the motorbike, on the public transport, any form of public transport, they should be able to exercise care because Kenyans need them, their families need them. But around also this time, let us not get into very reckless, behavior. We are people who during Christmas think that that is the time to drink excessively. That again would not be useful. We would like Kenyans to know that we still need them in the new year. If we are a nation of reckless drinkers, we are a nation of people who, even in terms of our transport arrangements, we are careless about how we use our roads, then that is not something that we need a lot of discipline, because in other countries across the world, there's a lot more discipline than what we have here in Kenya. So it's an all-out campaign to ensure that it is not just the journalists dealing with it, but also the community members. And ethical principles mean that we cannot participate in disseminating propaganda, because disinformation is actually propaganda. So we'd like to appeal to all the journalists who are working in different media stations. You have an obligation to observe the ethical principles that are put down within the confines of the law, especially the Media Council Act 2013. But even as the downsizing takes place, we would like a long-term arrangement where people are prepared for the downsizing, so that the sacking is not brutal. The sacking does not cause harm, because the sacking is creating a lot of psychological torture to journalists who have families. Some of them are being sacked through SMS. Some of them, a letter is written at a meme and you simply find yourself out. The media houses, many of them have had insurance. They should be able to cushion those who are transitioning from employment to out there through psychosocial support. It is important. There's no way you can just throw journalists out or your employees. Take them through psychosocial support. Give them a safe landing by ensuring that when you are sending them out there, there is a package, so that when they go out there, that is what employers are required to do under the International Labour Organization. Disinformation is injuring communities. From the COVID period up to now, you find that many community members have been misled. Some cannot go for vaccination because of the kind of disinformation that has happened. Some of the voters could not make decisions about elections because of the kind of misinformation disinformation that they got about the candidates or opposing candidates. So you find that there's a lot of disinformation, and the disinformation is not just political. We have disinformation targeting agriculture. We have disinformation targeting fishing industry. We have disinformation creating conflicts within community members.
Kwani hizi app za loans natakaje ndio wanipe loan?
Sasa nikuulize ndugu yangu, unataka kufanya nini yodo?
Nataka expand business, nitaka gari nyingine.
Sasa bro, acha nikueleze. Kuna app inaitwa VIP. Unaona sasa, ukiwa na hii app, ni app yenye inakusaidia kumanage busy yako. Sasa wewe kama mse wa taxi, ukimanage transactions zako through VIP for the next 3 months, unaweza get access to loan.
Alright.
Na pia kulingana na design yenye unakopa na unalipa hiyo loan, wanaweza kupatia pia access to a better handsome amount ya loan. Unanipata ndugu yangu?
Nakupata. Hiyo kwanza iko verify.
Kabisa. Download VIP leo na uexpand biz yako in the next 3 months, au sio?
Kabisa bana, hata niweke sahi.